Hey there everyone, it's AJ Van Rixtel and it is time for another video. And in today's video, what I'm going to be talking about is a little bit about inspiration, and it's kind of going to begin a sort of little series that I've always wanted to do, which is going to showcase the artists that have inspired me. Now, aside from some of the ones that are obviously dead now, there are some artists that are around that I've just got so much inspiration from, and I've even created like a sort of wall of inspiration in my little studio space with a few of the artists here and there with their prints on my wall. I thought I'd start off with one artist that I discovered whilst walking around the Comic Con of London this year, and I discovered an artist called Kidura, and she did a watercolour sort of style paintings, and I love using watercolour. You've seen some of my videos before, but I just love the way that Kidura used watercolour. And I bought this particular piece, and I decided that what I was going to do was something similar to this. I wasn't going to copy it, but I was going to use my own sort of styles as well that I've learned over the years of me doing watercolour. But I was going to do this sort of similar sort of pose. I really liked the way the pose was and the way the movement was in this. So that's what I decided to do with this one. So as you can see, I started by doing a light pencil sketch type thing. I was going to do a similar fairy type creature, but I wanted to add a bit of wings to it as well. I couldn't resist adding some wings, and then I started to add more details here and there with regards to the dress and things. I did this on an A3 sheet of paper. I wanted to give this a fair bit of space to work with, so I could do the detail and give myself enough size for that. After I'd done that, I then moved on to applying the watercolour. So I did it very, very lightly at start. I really watered down the watercolour and then added that to the various parts and things, and I kind of stuck with a limited number of colours. I wanted to make sure that this was again in a similar sort of style to how Kidura did it. I did eventually move on to making it a bit more deeper with the colour. I think blue is quite a rich colour and it needs to be a bit stronger, which is why I didn't have it. Eventually I did go over it a couple of times with that. What I decided to do once I'd done the watercolour is then use the Prismacolor pencil, do the sort of outline with it. Now in Kidura's pieces, as you can see, the outline isn't that particularly bold, but I still wanted to kind of keep my own sort of style for that, which is why I did go in with the Prismacolor pencils for this. But I really love the way that this turned out, and I'm really happy that I did go into that sort of detail and use the black to kind of like make things just a little bit darker on the various places where the folds of the clothes were on the dress. I wasn't particularly happy with the way I managed to get the lily pad. In retrospect, I probably wouldn't add that next time. I might just add the sort of lilies coming out with the flowers and things, but not the actual lily pad. But it's on there now. But as I say, I'm really happy with how this turned out, and I can't wait to do more like this. Overall, it did take me quite a while to do, probably about 10 or so hours of work has gone into this. I kind of just sat back and listened to an audiobook as I was doing it, but other than that, I'm really happy with how this turned out. If you do like Kidura's art, go check it out on her Instagram. I showed that at the beginning of the video there. With scroll through some of the things. She also got a Facebook page and various other places as well that you can find her out. So until next time, ta-ra.